What is a function? We hear this word a lot beginning in Algebra 1 and throughout Algebra 2 and beyond. And I'd like to illustrate this concept with a drawing here that I'm going to call a function machine. So this rectangle is my function machine, and this machine is built for a particular purpose, or it has a particular job or function. And what it does is it takes input numbers, so we'll call these inputs, and it operates on them according to a very specific rule. So I'll write rule inside here, and then after that rule operates on the inputs, it outputs other numbers. So let's start with a simple illustration. Let's suppose our rule is x plus 2. So that's our rule, and that is, we're using the letter x to designate our set of inputs. So all the possible numbers that could go into this machine, we're just going to call x's, and all the outputs after 2 has been added, we're going to, just for the sake of illustration, we're going to call them y's. So x's are going in, y's are coming out. So let's do a few inputs. Let's just do some examples. Suppose 0 goes in. This machine is going to operate. It's going to add 2, and 2 will come out as a y. If x happens to be 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, and the output for this case would be 3. If negative 1 were to go in, negative 1 plus 2 is 1, and the output would be 1. So you can see each corresponding input has a particular output, and sometimes we put these together in what are called ordered pairs. So in the case, the 3 examples that we did, ordered pairs would be 0, 2, 1, 3, and negative 1, 1. So these could be graphed. I'll show you that in another little mini lesson, but basically a function, this function is just the rule. It's just a rule that operates on a set of inputs and produces outputs. Sometimes you see these rules written in a particular way. You could write it y is equal to x plus 2. So this is one way to write a function. Or sometimes the function has a name, we'll call it f, with x's as input. So sometimes you see it looking like this. So f of x is equal to x plus 2. In some other little videos, I'll show some more examples of functions, but just remember that a function is a rule that takes an input, operates the same thing on all those inputs to produce outputs, and eventually can produce a set of ordered pairs that could be graphed.